Great road victory for us. We have so much respect for Georgetown program and this team, and yeah, we knew it was going to be this kind of game. It wouldn't go away. I thought we made a couple good runs where we had a chance to put them away, and they just kept coming back, hitting big shots. Thought our defense was really tough tonight. Daniel Chefu had a deep bruise in his butt, and then had the flu and has not been out of bed until game time, and just proud of him, man. He's really battled. And these two were great. These two really lead this team, not just offensively, but defensively too.
Coach, talk about the impact. You played some 2-3. You switching man also. Talk about the impact of that down the stretch.
Yeah, we're getting to be a pretty good zone team. We've never been, but we've been really working on it this year, and we put it in when we think we need it. We practice it a lot, but we just don't use it enough. But we're getting better, and I thought we did a good job in our 2-3 zone today.
25, check Smith Rivera successfully. Is he becoming a stopper for you?
Yeah. That's Mikhail Bridges, and he's only a freshman, and he loves to defend, and he's really long. He's got great mobility. We put him on some really good players. Smith Rivera probably one of the best, and I thought he did a great job on him. He still comes up with 15, but he had 10 at halftime, and we knew he had the ability to just go off. So we did a good job on him.
Jay, how's it feel having only one field goal in the last 850 and still win this game?
Yeah, that's how you have to win on the road. You just know it's not going to be pretty. Cameron got those 2 threes at the end. You hope, all right, not this one. But when you're on the road, they bang them, and that's how you got to gut it out. It's just not going to be pretty in this league. This league is really good. This league is starting to approach the old league. It's always going to be different, but night in and night out, it's starting to approach the old Big East.
Did you think their early first half misses inside maybe negatively impacted them in terms of getting the ball inside and consistently trying to score in the paint?
I think what makes it so difficult playing them is they have the ability, and we've developed this also this year. They have the ability to go inside game, outside game, 3-point shooting, and drive game. They can do all three. And when you play them, you try to figure out where they're going. They went inside early, but then they went inside in the second half and started to make their run. So they have great balance, and that's what makes it difficult to play them.
You saw Josh, we've seen it all the time, Josh diving for that last rebound there with about 17 seconds to go.
That's something that you can't teach, and you just, as a coach, and our whole coaching staff, when you see that, you teach rebounding technique, you practice it, but you can't teach the guts to just lay your body out and go get the ball like that, and the desire. And you see that, you just say, thank God he's on our team. You really do. And he's incredible. It's a blessing to coach him.
Coach, what kind of intentional fortitude, if you will, you have an 11-point lead. They cut it to 3 on 2 different occasions, and you still hold on the road.
Yeah, I think Ryan Arcidiacano and Daniel Chefu have been through everything, right? And they're the guys that we make sure we have on the floor. Darryl Reynolds was probably playing a little bit better. Daniel was really hurting, but he's been there. So when those things happen, he can talk everybody through it. And now Josh, as a junior, is starting to become that guy too, and that's how we're getting better. And Chris Jenkins is becoming that guy. So when you have 2 seniors, 2 juniors on the floor that have been through everything, that's how you do that. And I think our experience carried us through.
Ryan, I think had 9 of his 15 in the final 208 or whatever. So, like you said, with him with the ball, that's what you.
And that's why we want him in there at the end. It's going to be who's going to come up with the big rebound. It's going to be who's going to get open, who's going to hit the free throws. Who can get the ball when they're denying. And that's what Ryan has done his whole career.
Ryan, could you talk about what that last 3 minutes was like out there for you?
We knew that they were making a little run, and we just had to respond as a team. And I think we executed our press offense when they started to trap. We were able to get open, and everyone was able to make some free throws at the end of the game.
Jay, it's been basically a year since you guys have lost that Big East game. The last loss was here. How much was that a part of the conversation this weekend? What does it say about this team, this program, to have gone this long in this conference without a loss?
You know what? We really don't talk about that at all. We just talk about where we are this year. This is a different team. You know, when someone talks about it like that, we're proud of that because we're just so proud of being a part of this league. We think this league's the best league in America, and if you're winning in this league, you're really good. And the last couple coaches, you know, before the game, you talk with Wojo, you talk with John, we all just say, like, man, this league's a beast, man. It's awesome. And so anything you do in this league, we really take great pride in.
Josh, you had 11 rebounds in the second half. At halftime, did you say anything yourself, or anybody say anything to you about getting more rebounds?
Coach Colin Upton, he's on us every day about rebounding, tagging, and just pursuing rebounds. And he told me you had one rebound during halftime. So second half, I just made it. But if I'm not going to score, if I'm not going to do anything, I'm going to rebound. I'm going to help this team. You know, in that aspect, I knew Daniel was hurt, and he was giving us all he had. So it was just something that I came in the second half. That's what I'm going to focus on doing.
Hart, talk about your development into a more complete offensive player since you've been at Villanova.
It's been a process. You know, I just have to attribute that to Coach Wright, Coach Lane, Coach Dunleavy. They're just really helping me, putting in the extra work with me with my shot. I think everyone saw my shot freshman year. It was probably one of the ugliest things. Had a crazy head. It was just, you know, atrocious. It's just, you know, constantly working on it. You know, Coach Wright was talking to me today. You know, next steps will be decision making. You know, when I get in the lane, you know, making different decisions. So it's been a process, but I got to attribute that to them just working with me.
One thing that's never wavered is your confidence level. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. Confidence is always high. That's just because the guys I have behind me. I know, you know, if I miss a shot, I know we're going to come down, we're going to get a stop. You know, if I gamble, try to get in the passing lane, I know they're going to step up for me. So when you have those, you know, the group of guys I have behind me, you always have your confidence.
Ryan Smith-Rivera had 10 in the first and then didn't really score till late in the second. What's it like to defend him, and about the mix of guys you had on him today?
Well, we try not to say like it was one person defending each other. I know Mikhail did a great job on him. We try to just change it up on change the length and the size, but we try to say we defended everyone as a team. So I think as a team we defended them well. I don't think they got many back cuts, and we were able to load to or like overhelp pretty much whenever Smith-Rivera was in a ball screen or in an isolation. So I could just attribute that to having confidence on the ball and then knowing that the teammates are behind you.
Ryan, what's it mean for you guys to be undefeated right now in this conference?
It just means we have come to play every single game that we played. We try to take it one game at a time, and we're not really focused on if we're undefeated or if we're 3-3 or 4-2, anything like that. But it's just that just means we have came to play every single time, and we're going to try to go play at Seton. We know it's a tough environment up there, and hopefully we can just take that one game at a time.
Any other questions?
Thank you, guys.